Yes, my dear students, we'll see the next example under Markov chain now. We have the example here. Show that the matrix P is equal to 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 0 is a regular stochastic matrix. Also find the associated unique fixed probability vector. Here the given matrix is a stochastic matrix, that's all. But you have to show that it is a regular stochastic matrix. To show that it is a regular stochastic matrix, you have to know what is the conditions that regular stochastic matrix has to follow, isn't it? Okay, before going to that, what are the conditions that stochastic matrix has to follow? Is it a stochastic matrix? Whether it is stochastic matrix or not, let us check once. For the stochastic matrix, the conditions are each and every element in the row must be non-negative and the sum will give you unity. That is a condition for the stochastic matrix. See, 0 plus 1 plus 0 will give you 1. In the similar way, the second row will give you 1. In the similar way, third row also will give you 1. So, it is a stochastic matrix. Now, we have to show that this stochastic matrix is a regular stochastic matrix. What are the conditions for regular stochastic matrix that has to follow? See, the first condition for the regular stochastic matrix is each and every element in the row must be positive. Each and every element in the row must be positive, and again the sum must give you 1. The condition for the regular stochastic matrix is all the entries of some p power n must be positive. See, if you see the elements, see the first element and the third element in the first row, the first element and second element in the second row, and the third element in the third row. See, these are all not positive. We cannot consider it as positive. It is non-negative, of course, but it is not positive. For positive nature means all the entries must be strictly greater than 0. I have told you about this while explaining about regular stochastic matrix. So for the regular stochastic matrix, all the entries in the element must be strictly greater than 0. You know the meaning of strictly greater than 0, right? Strictly greater than 0 means 0 must not be the element for this matrix. Okay, so to make all the elements positive, we can multiply the matrices some n number of times, so that for some n that matrix will become that matrix will contain all the elements will be a positive one. That means all the elements will be a strictly greater than 0 numbers. So to get that, for how many times you are going to multiply the matrix, that will count. Now here p is given, p is given, and it is a stochastic matrix, of course, because if you add all the elements in the row will give you 1. In the second row also, if you add all the elements, that will give you 1. Even in the third row, if you add all the elements, that will give you 1. Each and every row will give you 1 when you sum it. Okay, and all the elements are non-negative. Yes, of course. Now it is a stochastic matrix. Now we'll convert this stochastic matrix to regular stochastic matrix. So while converting, you have to multiply the given matrix for some n number of times. So here for the first case, let me multiply twice. See, I am taking the first matrix. So see here I am taking the matrix twice. So I am multiplying these matrices. See, you know how to multiply the matrix, right? You know how to multiply the matrix. So just normal multiplication. If you multiply these two matrices, you will get this matrix. Here again you can see 0 elements here. Here and there you can see 0 elements. So these 0 element must not be present in the regular stochastic matrix. So you cannot consider this as regular stochastic matrix again. So again we can multiply this once again by taking the element p. So for this p square, if I consider p cube, that is p square into p. So that will be p square into this p square into p. If you multiply p square into p again, now you are getting one more matrix. So this matrix again contains 0 element. So it is not positive. We cannot consider this as positive elements. So again we are going further. We are considering p power 4. So in p power 4, p cube, it can be written as p cube into p. So p cube, whatever we have got in the earlier one, so that one we have taken here, and into p we have multiplied with the given p. Again these two matrices I am multiplying. So again I got one more matrix. Even in this matrix I can see one element. The first and foremost element, again it is 0. So it must not be a 0 element. So again we are going further to multiply again. So we are considering p power 5. So p power 5 I can write it as p power 4 into p. Anyway, p power 4 we got here. So that p power 4 into p, anyway we have got in the p which is given in the problem. So that one we have multiplied. So when you multiply these two matrices, you will get one more matrix. So this matrix is containing all the elements are positive. See here, nowhere you can see 0 element, right? Here nowhere you can see 0 element. 0 element is not present here. So you can consider this as a regular regular stochastic matrix. See, we observe in p power 5. In this p power 5, all the entries are positive. All the entries are positive. We cannot find any zeros here, right? All the entries are positive. Okay, all the entries are positive. Thus, P is a regular stochastic matrix. Thus, given P is a regular stochastic matrix. Now, we have to find the associated unique fixed probability vector for this stochastic matrix. This is a stochastic matrix. Now, for this stochastic matrix, we have to find the unique fixed probability vector. So to find the unique fixed probability vector, there is a condition. Which is that condition? Vp is equal to V is a condition. Vp is equal to V, where V is nothing but the row matrix. Where V is nothing but the row matrix which is containing ABC. ABC values that you have to find. Okay. Since it is given a 3 cross 3 matrix, we are given with, or we have considered a matrix, we are considered a row matrix containing 3 elements. If it is 4 cross 4, then we would be considering 4 elements. The row matrix containing 4 elements. The row matrix containing 4 elements. If it is 2 cross 2 matrix, then we would be considering a row matrix with 2 elements. Likewise, it will be. Anyway, it is known for you. Anyway, V is equal to ABC, and where all these elements, sum of all these elements will give you 1, and where sum of all these elements must give you 1. So this is the condition for condition. This is a condition to find the unique fixed probability vector. Okay, so after to find the unique fixed probability vector, this is a condition we follow. Anyway, we are substituting the terms here, which is asking the condition. See, V is equal to ABC. Anyway, we have written the row matrix ABC into P. P is the given stochastic matrix. So the given stochastic matrix in the problem that we have taken here is equal to V again. V is nothing but the row matrix again we have taken. Now let us multiply the row matrix with the square matrix. So when you multiply these two matrices, you will get a row matrix again. 1 cross 3 multiplied with 3 cross 3 will give you 1 cross 3 again. Okay, so you will get a row matrix again is equal to ABC as it is we have taken from the before step. Now see, let us equate the elements in the left hand side and right hand side. C by 2 can be taken as A plus C by 2 can be taken as B, and B can be taken as C. B is equal to C. Now we just equated the elements in the left hand side and right hand side. Now let us try to find the values of A, B, C. So here C by 2 is equal to A is nothing but C is equal to 2A, and here B is equal to C is nothing but C. C is equal to 2A, C is equal to B. Now let us substitute C is equal to 2A and B is equal to C in this condition. In which condition? In A plus B plus C is equal to 1 condition. So when I substitute that in A plus B plus C is equal to 1 condition, I will get one value, that is A is equal to 1 by 5. Okay, now anyway I got this A value, A is equal to 1 by 5. So in place of A, if I substitute here C is equal to 2 by 5, I will get C is equal to 2 by 5, I will get C is nothing but B, right? So B also will be 2 by 5. Now in place of A, I will substitute 1 by 5. In place of B, I will substitute 2 by 5. In place of C, I will substitute 2 by 5 again. So this is the vector we have considered, right? See, here we have considered vector. V is equal to A, B, C. See, A, B, C values we found and we have substituted. There is a unique fixed probability vector for the given stochastic matrix P.
Now we'll see the next example under the Markov chain. Here we have the example. A habitual gambler is a member of two clubs A and B. He visits either of the clubs every day for playing cards. He never visits club A on 2 consecutive days, but if he visits club B on a particular day, then the next day he is as likely to visit club B or club A. See, here you have to find the transition matrix for the Markov chain. Also you have to find the regular stochastic matrix and the unique fixed probability vector for the particular regular stochastic matrix, and you have to find if the person had visited club B on Monday, then find the probability that he visits club A on Thursday. So these are the things you have to find in this problem. See, the first and foremost thing is, well, let us understand the problem given carefully. Okay, here a habitual gambler is a member of two clubs A and B. This is the truth. He visits either of the clubs every day for playing cards. Okay, there is a data given. See here, he visits either of the clubs every day for playing cards. Next, he never visits club A on 2 consecutive days, it seems. He never visits club A on 2 consecutive days. But if he visits club B on a particular day, then the next day he is as likely to visit club A or B. Anything is fine for him. Club A, B or club A, anything is fine for him. Okay. Now for this given data, you have to find the transition matrix. Transition matrix is nothing but a stochastic matrix only. It is again called as transition matrix. So you have to construct the stochastic matrix. Here I have constructed. See, to construct the stochastic matrix or the transition matrix, see, transition matrix I have denoted with P. P is equal to, here you just write A, B, A, B. See, this A, B is denoting the clubs which is taken in the problem. See, the two clubs A and B. So those clubs A and B we have taken in the column wise and row wise. Okay, now let us construct the elements which is there in inside this matrix. Okay, see here, to construct these elements, let us read the question carefully again. He visits either of the club every day for playing cards. That is a data given, and he never visits club A. So if he never visits club A on two consecutive days, isn't it? See, he never visits club A on two consecutive days. So for some days, I mean for some 2 days, he never visits club A. So if he never visited club A, then the probability of visiting club A is 0. I'm showing here. You can see here, isn't it? The probability of visiting club A is definitely it will be 0. See, and the probability of visiting club B will be 1. How come it will be 1? See, what is the data given? He visits either of the clubs every day for playing cards. Either of the clubs every day. Every day he will be visiting club A or B. Anything is fine for him. But in for some days, what he has done, he did not visited club A for some days. I mean for two consecutive days. So in those days, where he will be present? He will be present in club B. So in club B he will be present. So the probability of visiting club B is 1. So this is a row we have constructed. Now if you just analyze the conditions for the stochastic matrix. What is the condition for the stochastic matrix? It must be non-negative. The sum must give you 1 and the elements must be non-negative. See, these two are non-negative and the sum will give you 1. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Okay. Now we'll come for the second row. See, what is the next case it is happening here? But if he visits club B on a particular day, okay, you just keep this statement aside, okay, just keep it in your mind, okay. If he visited, okay, if he visits club B on a particular day, he visited club B, okay, then the next day, from here the question is important, then the next day he is as likely to visit club B or A. He is as likely to visit club B or A. Club B or club A, anything is fine again. He can go to club A or he can go to club B. Isn't it? Club B or club A, both is fine for him. So the probability of visiting club A and club B is same. That is, if it is same, what the probability we can give for that event? We can give it as 0.5 or 1 by 2, isn't it? So here it is 1 by 2 and here it is 1 by 2. Anyway, it is non-negative and the sum will give you 1 again. So these are the transition matrix or the stochastic matrix that they have asked us to construct. Transition matrix. Find the transition matrix for the Markov chain. For this random process or the stochastic process, we have constructed a transition matrix. This is transition matrix. Now if you want to identify the elements here in this matrix, as you know, it is A11, A12, A21, A22. Again, this means something in future. I will tell you later. Okay. Now here whatever I have written in this theoretical part, that is just the explanation whatever I have given now for this transition matrix, for the construction of the transition matrix, whatever I have explained now. So that only I have written here. If you want, you can read it out. Now what the next question? Show that the matrix is a regular stochastic matrix. See, this is the matrix, this is the transition matrix or the stochastic matrix is a regular stochastic matrix, it seems. How you can say it is a regular stochastic matrix? If all the elements are in that matrix is positive. Positive means what? Positive means which is strictly greater than 0. That means 0 element must not be present in that matrix. See here, you can see 0 here, isn't it? So this 0 must be eliminated and that place must be replaced by any other positive value. So to get that, what you can do, you have to multiply the given matrix for n number of times. So for some n, the matrix will become a regular stochastic matrix. That means all the elements will become a positive one. Here we have done that. See, we have in the first case we have taken square of p, that is p square is equal to what? P square is equal to p into p. So p I have written, p I have written. So just multiply those p's. So I have got the matrix, and in this matrix there is no 0 terms are present and all the terms are positive, strictly greater than 0. So I can say it is a regular stochastic matrix. All the entries of p square are positive. So P is a regular stochastic matrix. So P is a This P is a regular stochastic matrix. Now for this regular stochastic matrix, I have to find the unique fixed probability vector. For the second order matrix, what is the unique fixed probability vector? In general, we take B is equal to x comma y. This is a unique fixed probability vector. Okay. This happens only when x plus y is equal to 1 and Vp is equal to V. Isn't it? Vp, this is a vector we have constructed, we have taken in general V, and the transition matrix P, Vp is equal to V. In earlier cases, in some other examples, I have taken Va is equal to V. There the matrix was taken or denoted in terms of A. Here it is denoted in terms of P. So that's why I have taken Vp is equal to V. Okay, where x plus y is equal to 1. The elements, see, the addition of these elements will give you 1. So this is the condition we have to take to find the unique fixed probability vector. Okay, now let us substitute the terminologies whatever it is asking. See, Vp is equal to V, right? So for this condition, V is what? X comma y, x comma y. Actually it is multiplication, there is no is equal to here. Yes, there is no is equal to here, you have to take is equal to here. I will write here. Here you have to take is equal to, here it is multiplication. Okay, now if row matrix and the 2 cross 2 matrix, so you will get again a row matrix only. So if you multiply this, 0 into x is 0, y into 1 by 2 is 1 by y by 2. Then the next element is 0, x into 1 is x plus y into 1 by 2 is y by 2. That is x plus y by 2 is equal to x comma y. Now in the left hand side and right hand side we can equate the elements, isn't it? So it is y by 2 is equal to x and x plus y by 2 is equal to y. Now if you simplify this, or now if you find the value of x and y, so x will be 1 by 3 and y will be 2 by 3. Now after getting the value of x and y, we can substitute in the vector you have taken. Okay, so here it is x is 1 by 3, y is 2 by 3. So v is equal to 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. This is a unique fixed probability vector that we have to find. So this the first sub question also we found, isn't it? Now the next one. What is the next one? If the person had visited club B on Monday, you just assume that the person had visited club B on Monday. See, club B on Monday he had visited. So if he had visited club B on Monday, okay, then find the probability that he visits club A on Thursday. On Thursday he is asking. Okay, they are asking about the probability of that person he is going to visit club A on Thursday. Okay, so in the meanwhile, from Monday to Thursday, how many days will be there? There will be 3 days in gap, right? See, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday. So it will be 3 days after Monday. This Thursday will be 3 days after Monday. So let us suppose that Monday is day 1. If you take Monday as day 1, then Thursday will be 3 days after Monday. So given that the person had visited club B on Monday, what they have given? They have given that the person had visited club B on Monday. The person had visited club B on Monday. Then what we are finding here, we are to find the probability of the person he visits club A after 3 days. After on Thursday he is going to visit club A, right? So the probability that he visits club A after 3 days is equivalent to the element, or is equivalent of finding A21 of 3 from P cube. So you have to find P cube here. See, this regular stochastic matrix you will be finding now. Keep on finding the regular stochastic matrix, right? In this process find P cube. So if you find P cube, in that P cube the element which is denoting with A21, that is the element, that is the probability of the person he is going to visit club A after 3 days. Okay, so to find that P cube, see, already we have found P square, isn't it? P square is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. So P square into P can be written as P cube, right? So in place of P square I have taken P square and P is given in the, we have constructed in the problem, from the problem, and if you multiply this you will get 1 by 4, 3 by 4, 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. So now if you identify the numbers, it is A11, isn't it? So if we identify the numbers, then it will be A11, A12 and it is A21 and it is A22. It is equivalent of finding A21 from P cube. So we have found P cube. In this P cube, A21 is this. So that is 3 by 8. So A21 of 3 is 3 by 8. Thus the required probability is 3 by 8. See, here you can ask me why this A21 of 3 only is equivalent to the probability that the person is going to visit club A after 3 days. See, this 3 days is for P cube. So since it is asking 3 days, so we are finding P cube. If it is for 4 days or 5 days, then it will be like finding P cube, P power 4, P power 5, likewise it will be. That will be equivalent to this. But this A21, why not for other 3 elements that I am explaining here? See here in this problem, they're asking us that the probability of the person is visiting club A on Thursday, right? But what has happened earlier? The person had visited club B on Monday. See, the person has visited club B he has visited club B means, see, this case will come for the second row, isn't it? See, for the second row what we have taken, if he visited club B, if he visits club B on a particular day, that particular day is has become Monday now. See, that particular day, see what they have told in the second case, if he visits club B on a particular day, see, that particular day has become Monday now. Okay, then the next day he is as likely to visit club A or B. So then the next day he is as, this is the probability for the next day, right? This is the probability for the next day. So for that day, the next day has become Thursday. That particular day has become Monday. The next day, what they're asking, what they're given here, the next day he is as likely to visit club B or club A. That this is the probability for the next days, right? The next day he is likely to visit club B or club A. Is likely to visit club B or club A, isn't it? See, that the next day has become Thursday now. So for Thursday, it will be 3 days after Monday. So that's why we have found P cube here. He already visited club B on Monday. Already visited club B on Monday. So again, what is the probability they are asking? They are asking the probability of visiting club A. So for the club A, again, this element we have to consider. So this element is nothing but, here it is equivalent to this element, that is A21. So A21 is 3 by 8. I hope you understood. Thank you. Here we have an very interesting question. The gambler's luck as follows a pattern. If he wins a game, the probability of winning the next game is 0.6. However, if he loses a game, the probability of losing the next game is 0.7. Then there is an even chance of gambler winning the first game. So if possible, if it happens, then what is the probability of the winning the second game? Then what is the probability of winning the third game? Then in the long run, how often he will win? Okay, so to understand the given data and the problem, so here what is given in the problem? If he wins a game, then if he wins a game, then the probability of winning the next game is 0.6. See here they have given, see again, these things and all basic things you can have, isn't it? In the state space, W is denoted for winning the game, L is for losing the, L is denoted for losing the game. Okay, then the associated transition probability, sorry, transition TPM until probability matrix. Okay, then this TPM is nothing but transition probability matrix, or transition probability matrix, or the stochastic matrix, or the transition matrix is given by P is equal to, here this W and whatever we have denoted according to the problem. So that one we have written as row wise and column wise and constructing this matrix, and the elements will be writing according to the given data. Now let us see the data. If he wins the game, the probability of winning the next game, probability of winning the next game is 0.6 again. See, they have given the probability of winning the next game, right? So winning the next game means in the next game, what is the probability of winning the next game? That is given, and it is 0.6. So it is given. Now if it is 0.6, then what is the probability of losing the next game? Then it is obviously it is 0.4, because the sum will give you 1, right? Then the complete row, if you add this, the sum will give you 1. So it must be 0.4 only. Now come to the next one. In the other hand, however, what happened? If he loses a game, the probability of losing the next game is 0.7. It is about losing the game now. Now on the other hand, if he loses a game in the next, if he loses a game, then the probability of losing the next game is 0.7. If he loses a game, then the probability of losing the next game, it is, okay, probability of losing the next game is 0.7. Then what is the probability of winning the next game? Then obviously it is 0.3, because then the sum will be 1, isn't it? 0.3 plus 0.7 will become 1. Now this is how we have to construct the transition matrix. See, now we have constructed the transition matrix, and see here 1 by sorry 0.6 can be written as 6 by 10. It is 4 by 10, 7 by 10, and 3 by 10. So 1 by 10 we have taken common, and this is our transition matrix now, 6 4 3 7. Okay, now what we have to find, see, one more data they have given here. What is that? There is an equal chance or even chance of the gambler winning the first game. So in the first game, they there is an even chance. Even chance means he can win or he can lose. Okay, so if he wins, then the probability is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. If he loses, then the probability is again 0.5, isn't it? So the initial probability vector is taken as 0.5 and 0.5, that is 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. Okay, 0.5 and 0.5, or 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 we can take. Now see what they have asked again. What is the probability of he winning the second game? See, in the first game, the probability given, that is 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2, that is already given in the problem. The data is already given. See, in the second, the problem is the second game they are asking the probability of he winning the second game. So the second game means we have to find the p1, right? See, if it is initial probability vector, then p1 is the next probability vector, that is for the second game. I think you got my point. This is for the second game. For the second game, it is p1. Okay, p1 can be written as initially whatever the probability vector was there, that is p naught. I will call it as p naught. Okay, p naught and p naught into p. Now whatever the initial probability vector, that into P is what? The transition matrix, whatever we have constructed, that one. Okay, this 1 by 2, 1 by 2, in this 1 by 2, 1 by 2 row matrix, this 1 by 2 we have taken common, 1 and 1 is there in the matrix. It is a row matrix. Okay, and this is the transition matrix, whatever we have constructed according to the data. Okay, now let us multiply this matrix multiplication. 1 by 2 into 1 by 10 is 1 by 20. This matrix with this matrix, if you multiply, you will get a row matrix again. So that is 9, 11. Now it means 9 by 20, 11 by 20, isn't it? This is P1. This this corresponds for the first game. Sorry, this corresponds for the second game. This corresponds for the second game. So what is what they are asking? Probability of me winning the second game. So for the winning of the second game, we have to identify the first element, isn't it? See, this is for the first element, then this is for, see, this is for the winning of the game, this is for the losing of the game. This is for the winning of the game, this is for the losing of the game. Okay, because in the first state space, in this space also we have taken like that. Now see, here it is winning of the game, here it is losing the game. So for the first element always resembles the first winning the game, and the second element always resembles the second one, that is losing the game. Okay, so it is winning the game and it is losing the game. The probability of winning the game is 9 by 20, the probability of losing the game is 11 by 20. So they are asking winning the game, so winning the game is 9 by 20, that's all. Now in the second sub question is, what is the probability of winning the third game? So for the third game we have to construct again one more probability vector. So what is the probability vector for the third game? For the third game, again it is add one more p for this. So if you add one more p, it will be p square, right? So it is p per 2. So that only they have written here, p per 2, that is p square is written as p1 into p. P1 is the before probability vector, the second probability vector, that resembles the second game, into the transition matrix p. Okay, so that is here it is 1 by 20 1 by 20 into 9 9 11, right? The row matrix 9 11, and here it is transition matrix, whatever we have constructed from the problem that we have taken here. And 1 by 20 into 1 by 10 is 1 by 200, and it will give you 87 113. This is a row matrix again. You know the matrix multiplication, right? So you will get 87 and 113. And here what they're asking? They're asking again about the winning the game, right? So for the winning the game, again I have to identify the first element. If they're asking about losing the game, then I would say about the second element. Since they're asking about the winning the game, then I have to identify the first element, that is 87 divided by 200. So probability of winning the game is 87 divided by 200. Now for third sub question, in the long run, how often he will win? So here, if they're asking about the long run, then in that case, this unique fixed probability vector will help us. So let us find the unique fixed probability vector. So it is given by b is equal to x comma y such that bp is equal to b where x plus y is equal to 1, isn't it? See these elements x and y, this sum of this will give you 1. Now vp is equal to b, b is nothing but x comma y into the probability matrix or the transition matrix is this I have taken here. So 1 by 10 into 6437 is equal to xy. It is a row matrix xy. Now let us multiply this matrices, row matrix and a 2 cross 2 matrix. So you will follow these steps, I think. The next you will get y value as 4 by 7, x value as 3 by 7. You will get x value as 3 by 7 and y value as 4 by 7. Now we will substitute in the vector. So it is vector b is equal to 3 by 7, 4 by 7. Now again the first one will resembles the winning the game and the second element will resembles the losing the game. So it is what they are asking here. They are asking about the winning the game, right? So winning the game, the probability of winning the game is 3 by 7. The probability of winning the game is 3 by 7 of the time. In the long run, we will win 3 by 7 of the time. Thank you.